Product, I have developed this modular course through my district's LMS, which is Canvas. And this product is intended to be used in addition to in-class instructions and throughout the research process. So for the first module, we start with step one, the research plan. And in this module, we are going to ask students to choose a topic, write their thesis statements, and create an outline. So each of these is a page, and so when you click on it, it takes you to the instruction. Now, some of these things are going to be a little shorter because, again, this is meant to be a supplement for in-class instruction. But I do like to make sure that I give some sort of visual for these steps so that students can see what the expectation is. And so I have used this OSLIS secondary videos about developing a topic to help students kind of really narrow down their research topic, as well as a list of options to consider, and then the place for them to submit their top 3 ideas. I have included a teacher example on several of the pages throughout the course, so students can go and see my examples if they needed to. The next step would be to create a thesis statement, which is definitely one of the harder points in the research process, to kind of narrow that down. So to start out, I have incorporated this thesis statement Nearpod that really kind of helps them understand the difference between a strong and a weak thesis. And then here we come back into the Canvas page where I've inserted a Scribber video to help them write a strong thesis statement. And through the video, she actually goes through, selects the topic, writes the thesis statement, and then there's kind of this breakdown where you check it to make sure that it is a strong thesis statement, which I thought was a really great way to have students reflect on their thesis statements before submitting it. And so for their thesis statements, they're actually going to post their thesis statement to a discussion board so all of their classmates can see what their thesis statement is, and then they can go in and they can actually ask questions as well as provide some feedback to their classmates, which is a big part of the writing process, is to get that student-to-student feedback and give them opportunity to reflect on that feedback. And again, I provided a teacher example here. And then the last step for this specific module is going to be creating an outline. And so I've actually given them just some basic reminders about creating an outline, and then I've given them a template as well, just so everybody is kept on the same page. They know what to expect. They know how many points of data they need to include, how many paragraphs and whatnot. So especially for 8th graders, even if this is a pre-APGT course, I just like to make sure, because there's some things that are very detailed and very difficult for them to understand, and so this is a way for them to just kind of ease into all of it, and to provide them that template is a good place for them to start. So they'll submit it as an assignment so that I can actually provide feedback to them. I can record a video, or I can type out some feedback. I can write on their documents as well, so that way they can see the pros and cons to what they've turned in, and they can adjust their outline before moving forward. And that is going to be module 1, which is research plan.